Should you summon on the Bojack banner? No, I don't think so. Don't get me wrong, Bojack is a fantastic unit, but I don't think that the ratio of great to okay to units is quite good enough to be worth your stones right now. It makes it kind of a risky summon. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Should You Summon. My name is Waffles the Asian Yenbear, and this is a series where we take a look at new banners, analyze their value, and I tell you whether or not I think you should summon on them. Now, we mainly look at these from a free-to-play standpoint, as free-to-play players need to be more careful with how they use their stones, but of course, banner value applies to dolphins and whales too. Now, today actually applies more to just the free-to-play players. I think that if you're a long-time veteran or you're a whale and you won't be summoning on the New Year's banner, I think you might get some value out of this one. But for the free-to-play players, let's talk. So I want to compare this banner with the Transforming Angel Frieza banner, since that Frieza and this Bojack are both Tier 1 Epic Gamer units. The Frieza banner had Frieza, Cooler, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, Namek Goku, and Beerus, which are 5 amazing units, and was just bogged down by the Tech Transforming Frieza and INT Angel Golden Frieza. So you had about 5 out of 7 units that were great pulls, which leads you to having about a 30% chance to pull something fantastic and walk away happy per multi. Now, when we compare that to the Bojack banner over here, you've got Bojack, who's just great all around. He supports allies, he leads a pretty awesome category. He does have some linking issues, but as long as you've got another, like, Bojack-related unit with him, he'll be fine. You've got Zangya, who is a slightly better Thouser, which is definitely not jaw-dropping as far as the general pool SSRs go. She's not really a unit you should be summoning for, plus she's in the general pool, so you can just get her anytime. You do have Tech Ultimate Gohan, who's one of the best defensive units in the game with his defensive stacking and guaranteed guard. Again, just some linking issues there, but still absolutely one of the best. INT Future Gohan is good, but he's not really a must pull. Physical Future Gohan is very outdated and not really what you want to see on your pulls if you get a featured unit. AGL Bardock is a good pull. He's a little bit limited by not having a lot of Wicked Bloodline unit events to beat up, but is otherwise really solid. And AGL Android 13, who isn't bad, but definitely isn't necessary since there are so many Android leads and a lot of other Android units that offer support. So when we compare the banners, the Bojack and Ultimate Gohan are comparable to Angel Frieza and STR Cooler, as they're all some of the best units in the game. But when we compare the rest of the roster, I just don't think it's anywhere close to the same value. You've got INT Future Gohan, AGL Bardock, and AGL Android 13 versus Namek Goku, who leads better categories, Kaioken Blue Goku, who links with the best units in the game, and Beerus, who is an absolute monster with a Whis or a Vados. Future Gohan and Android 13 aren't bad units, but with everything that's coming up soon, this banner needed to have more value than the Frieza banner, not less, to make it worth using your stones, and those two aren't really things worth chasing. Bardock is probably the most comparable to the others, although his category leader skill is not as good. So you end up with 3 out of 7 fantastic pulls and about a 19% chance to get those per multi, 2 out of 7 decent pulls, and 2 out of 7 bad pulls. I think that you should keep saving. New Year's, the anniversary, and even the yearly January Dual Dokkan Fest for JP is going to be upon us soon. Your stones are going to have more value there. I think that if this came at a different time of the year, maybe it would be worth a few multis, but I just think that right now it's too risky and it's not a good use of your stones. However, I do want to touch on the red coins before we go. I think that if you all tended to follow my Should You Summon advice for like a year or more, you probably noticed that you've had enough to pull the Anniversary and Worldwide Celebration Dokkan Fest LRs. I'm assuming you're stockpiling like I do, and if you have been, then maybe think about using some red coins on a copy of Ultimate Gohan. Normally, you should be saving them for Dokkan Fest LRs, but since we save our stones for that, the only ones we don't tend to go after are the yearly random ones, like LR Go Bros was a few years ago, and LR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta are this year, just because those two have pretty bad banners. I think the best use would be to pick up LR Goku and Vegeta when they come back, but if you've got a stockpile, then it's not a bad idea to go in on some of the best TOR units like Gohan or Bojack, since they come on less than stellar banners. It's just something to consider if you're on the fence. I do think it would be a good use of red coins. Now, as far as whether or not I'll be summoning, it's going to be a skip for me. However, I have found myself in a little bit of a tricky situation. I recently got a new phone, but it's an Android and my old phone is an iPhone, which means I need to find a good time to spend all my remaining stones so I can transfer Dokkan over. Thankfully on JP I can just go in on the anniversary, but I need to find a way to spend all my global stones as soon as possible, since I'm going to need to start saving for the anniversary and the worldwide celebration soon. So I need you guys to pray that Global gets more than just the New Year's banner pretty soon, and if I'm lucky, we'll get a good bait banner soon and I can just switch over and start saving. In the meantime, I'm looking for new gachas to play when I'm not on Wi-Fi, so what games do you guys like playing? Let me know in the comments down below. And with all that being said, make sure to subscribe for more content in the future, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, a good week, a great life, and happy summons if you're going in on Bojack. Goodbye.